Jesse.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And his first look is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fights loose. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So that challenge, a successful one.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks.
And got his man complete.
And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield now. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
It's game, baby.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. The 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the 2nd half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 85 yards.
And he leads the NFL in receiving yards as we come down the home stretch. Weather may be changing across the country, but his consistency remains the same.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And
Packer pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Dillon. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pushes past him. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get inside. Let's go. Let's go.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. To throw, Mayfield. And his pass incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he comes back with one complete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
For as much as we extol his route running and him as a pass catcher, he might be better with the ball in his hands. He did not want to go down there until he found the end zone. And while he didn't quite get there, he and his guys are set up near the goal line now. 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Koo now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half.
A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield fighting to stay upright. Now Mayfield lost the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Let's go. Let's go.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defenses have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them, shake them and get into the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Mayfield with it once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watson. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, that situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And, boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second-guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. so they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Falcons now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Swinging this out for Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he slings one that's incomplete.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
And it's 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on now. Let's do this.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Pollard again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start. But he's found a way so far here in the second half.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Good footwork at the 30. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a second down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the delay, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Rodgers to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 25 yards out. Rosa's kick is good. And they'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 4. 1:36 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mayfield. Complete. Pollard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mayfield. That's caught by Pitts.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points. That lone field